They blocked my live stream. They hate me. All right, what up, everybody? It's Smokey D here with the Smokey Seasons Show. I gotta get my phone. We've got a very special guest in the house tonight. What's up, Josh?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
We got Highgrade. These are like the lean of the marijuana world.
Yes, we are. We are indeed.
Hell yeah, that's the good shit. So you guys, how long has the Highgrade been in production?
This May 5th will be our 7th year in production.
Damn, 7 years.
7 years, man.
That's a long time.
Joshua
I mean,
fought the Battle of Jericho for 7 years.
Hey, I mean, the last time that we got to like sit down and chit chat and do some business together was back 10, 11 years ago.
Yes, indeed.
When we were doing Green Labs. That was a lot of fun.
Excuse me, I got your table dirty.
Oh, it's all good. That's what it's here for.
Yeah, Green Labs was a good time.
It was definitely a good time.
Yes, it's like a staple in the culture.
It really is. Like people still talk about the events that we threw, the parties that we had there, and, you know, the good old times. And I think everybody was doing. Ron was there doing the Sensi magazine. We did it.
Just doing interviews with the people there.
Yeah, I remember doing and sitting in those meetings. Remember we were throwing the Sensi launch party.
Yeah, bro.
And there, yeah, we were.
Remember when he came in like, I want to do the magazine, and then he took the upstairs office.
Yeah, he took he took my bedroom.
Yeah, upstairs office. They're like, you can't go up there, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know we had the meetings up there sometimes that like
Yeah,
got kind of non-disclosure-y.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, it's a magazine. Like, what are we gonna go do? I'm gonna call Times and be like, hey, you got competition.
You know, outline the lines with lines.
For the last 10 years, you pretty much have you just been doing the syrup stuff?
So before I came to Green Labs, at that time, I just had finished doing waste management for industrial hemp recycling.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, remember I was doing the
I remember
pickups.
that.
Yeah, so that was a completely different experience, but going to Green Labs was like, all right, cool, it's time to transition.
What do you think about the events, like doing the weed events and stuff?
Recently or from the beginning?
I mean, from then to now. Because we're gonna try to bring back the events that we used to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were fun, man. Everybody came.
Yeah, man, and that I don't know if that nostalgia is still in the industry, just because at that point
It was still so new.
Yeah, bro, go back to 2014. If you had a chance to experience the 2014 High Times Cup, the first time.
Oh yeah, that one was insane.
When we first came, they may have came before, but I'm saying when they came rec. When we just turned rec, there was nothing like that experience.
The tickets sold out in like 10 minutes or something like that.
Quickly, bro.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I remember Pete Williams from Medicine Man, my guy.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Me and my father in through the back gates. He's like, just come with me. Remember, he was wearing Willy Wonka joint.
Oh shit, man. I mean, like it was a different time, you know. Like and I mean, even events now, you know, depending on where we're at, I'm wearing a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, man. I was in the Springs at the event. Them boys was scrapping. Like, oh shit, this is the first time I've been to a weed event where they break out brawling.
You know, it also depends on who's putting on the event. You know, we've never had an issue at any of our events. We've done a lot of stuff with Dreams of Grind Productions as well, and we haven't had anything really go wrong with any of the events with them either. Now the after parties sometimes get a little nutty. Native, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. It's just different, and it's still going, but. I want to do more weed versus music, you know, like, because we had the big ones, like kind of like an Indo Expo style, like we used to do all the time. We packed booths. I don't even remember how many people brought. What was that nutrient company that brought like a whole stage setup? Remember that shit?
I know what you're talking about. And They were huge.
They went hard, dude. They did like bobbing for nutrients at their booth, and they had like a whole big metal, whatever, like frame thing.
And they were green. What was
Yeah.
it? Lime green. So,
Oh man.
damn.
Green.
And they used to have a spot off
Right by like there
off
was
the highway too, right?
Yep,
Two
that big
locations.
spot.
Yeah.
They got shut down for something. I think it was like 24-hour selling or something like that. I don't know.
Probably. You know how the industry works.
I mean, that place was fun. They give you a lot of stuff, and then they turned that place into a place where they can do events too.
Now?
Yeah, I think that it's still a store during the day, and like in the evening, it's the store part's blocked off, and then the other side is like a little open area.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they turned a little one of the train cart thingies into a smoke lounge.
Oh, that's hard. They're smart for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the industry has grown. I think has grown to the experience that you can create it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think we've grown past the booth style experiences,
I think so too.
and and that's why you don't see the heavy turnouts no more, because it's like not everybody wants to pull up, buy a shirt, or
Yeah.
Colorado you can't like sell weed. You know
Now,
what I
if we
mean?
could bring back dab bars, like each booth is giving out dabs, or each booth is giving out so like one hitters or something like that, like that's a different thing. But I want to bring it. We've been working on it for a while. Actually, it's been since pre-COVID. We've been working on the Weed Olympics,
No, that's hard.
like an actual week long thing, and actual competitions.
What's all the
And
competitions you're thinking?
we're gonna do all sorts of different ones. We're gonna do some that are actually like you gotta be pretty athletic,
That's cool.
but then some of them are gonna be like, more stoner, like safe and fun. Like because we've done some stuff with a company, one of those event companies here in town that has like all the tents and the blow up stuff.
Yeah.
So they did my birthday
Mile High
party.
Rentals?
No, it's not them. It's my buddy Shar used to work there many years ago, but I can't remember the name of it. Oh man, it's just like on the tip of my tongue. But it was like one of the warehouses down by the airport, and it was dope. But their equipment was pretty old, but they like put everything together for me. They gave me a bunch of shit for my birthday, and we put it up out in my backyard and had like, I'm talking like 6-foot size operation game, and then like a bunch of kids games that were just made for adults at that point. And then they had we could get those balls that you climb into and you have to like race when you're in the ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The humans inside the ball.
Yeah. I thought
that.
that'd be dope. And then I was thinking like every dispensary could have their own team.
Yeah.
Put your bud tenders together.
Facts.
And win.
Now, would you have like a grow off or something where they have to submit a cup for the strains?
I want to bring back the types of competitions that we had back when we did Green Labs. We had it's tough. I know that we're still learning too because we hadn't been to any, so we were learning how to do it as well. But now we know. You give out your product for the judging like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months in advance.
Which is fucking nuts to me.
Dude, I know, like, because we're used to having it all there, and you do it one after another, and you just, like, write down what you think. Yeah. But you're high as fuck after these are supposed to be the best stuff in the country, and you get so high off of one dab, like, how are you supposed to properly judge anything?
Yeah, it should be spaced out. Like, one person should have one group of stuff, right?
No, the mic. Well, yeah, I'll hit the blunt, too.
Yeah. One group should have it should be broken down to where they got, all right, this is your sesh, or they should just do it in increments.
See, I was thinking one day would be like the concentrates. One day would be like the flowers. One day would be edible.
To clear out.
Yep. And there'd be like times for it, like time slots. Like from 8 to 9 in the morning is, this shit.
Breakfast.
And you do your dab and you eat some food. And,
that.
There's a bunch of food trucks or whatever. Like we're playing a whole day out of it.
Thanks. That should be a good time though. Like you said, it's the experience at which one can bring, and understanding your audience for the longest time being in the industry. That's probably one of the toughest questions and the toughest things to answer is like, who the fuck is your audience?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing with us. We do all sorts of different audience because we take the show. We don't want to just do Smoky Adventures here. We want to do because Miguel Crandall, right?
Who used
The
to do?
dancer.
No. I thought you were talking about Miguel, who used to do the Mile High Fest.
Oh no, yeah. Oh no, I know that Miguel too, but no, Miguel Crandall is the teenage. Well, he's I guess still teenage. He's 18, 19 maybe. He first came on the show when he was 14.
Damn.
14 years old. He just won like uh Las Vegas Best Dancer something, and now he's out. He graduated high school, went out, left Colorado, was out in LA teaching dance lessons and going to college. Well, he's killing it, but he'll be
He's
back
from
here
Denver?
he'll be back on Saturday. We're going to be downtown at the Cinco de Mayo Fest at the
What's his name?
Miguel Crandall. He's really good. He's a really good
What does
dancer.
he do?
He's a dancer, actor. I mean, he's a college student right now, but he's killing the game. He also raps.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he does. He does his own music too. I think he's going to be performing. So we're going to be down there at the Civic Center on the 6th, I think around 10:30, 11.
One time for Miguel.
Yep. And we'll go see Miguel, and it'll be dope, and everybody will have a damn good time. We're gonna catch up with him and see what he's been up to, and because we usually interview him when he comes to town, because he's always like we used to drop his new stuff on the show.
His music?
Yeah, his music, and like when he had some big event that he'd been working on coming up.
Dancing do you do?
Like all sorts of dance, really. I think he probably has been trained in all sorts of it. I'm assuming he looks like he knows ballet and then hip hop and
He's a certified.
yeah, he's all over the place. I mean, he literally teaches classes like big college and then kids classes.
Oh, yeah, he's getting to the good.
Yeah, he just put up a post today that he's letting some dancers here in town, if they send him, their information, he'll let them debut themselves on at the Cinco de Mayo event.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, so that's fucking nice, dude.
There's gonna be a lot of people down there too.
Oh man, it's gonna be packed. So we're gonna be down there. It's gonna be a good promo for us. It'll be good times.
That's this Friday, right?
Well, Cinco de Mayo is Friday, and the thing's on the 6th, so
Saturday.
it would be
You have food vendors out there and
Saturday.
shit?
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Cinco de Mayo stuff. There's always food trucks, taco
Yeah.
trucks,
Yeah, they wait.
the burrito van, man. That shit's a fire.
You know where some of the best tacos are in Pueblo.
Really,
Oh my god.
man. Pueblo's cursed.
I don't know, man.
I don't even go
Food
there no
isn't-
more. For food, is it?
The food is good.
Does
man.
it come out of something with wheels though?
No, actually.
Because if it does, they can move it down here.
I think it's called Taco King or King Taco.
King Taco.
Fucking amazing.
Dude, whatever happened to Paul? Jerk Chicken Paul.
Oh man, you talking about
I don't know why that
Ruffle
just hit me.
Punch.
We were talking about food trucks.
Yeah, man. Damn. But what was the name of his food though?
The jerk chicken.
I
the
think it's something else. Though.
Jamaican jerk chicken.
Um,
He made that hibiscus tea for us all the time. That
yeah,
shit was
but
fire.
It was pot something.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
Oh.
Damn man.
Because that company Jet came in out of nowhere, and that little house that they bought,
Mhm.
that we were looking at that to do a juice bar. Me and fucking, he was gonna put his truck out front and do that, like a juice bar thing.
What's the name? Damn, that shit's gonna fuck with me.
I know it's fucking with me now too. It's making me lose my train of thought. It was Paul's pot pies. No, his wife knitted me my dread hat.
Yeah, man. They were a really nice couple. Does he still do the?
I haven't seen him since Green Labs, bro.
Damn.
10 years, 11 years. Dude, it's been that long. Like, what happened to time? Like, what happened? Like, I know about 3 years of it, we were on couches.
Time waits for no man.
How'd you do during COVID?
Shit, I was in the weed business during COVID.
Facts. So thriving.
Oh my god. But it was cool because before COVID, me and my people was already in COVID. If that
Yeah.
makes sense, shit was already fucked up. So it was like shit, all the rest of the world joined us.
Yeah. See, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, we had just gotten on the pace we wanted to be at.
Yeah.
You know, like, I know Dreams of Grind was about to go to like St. Louis or somewhere and do like a yacht party. Like it was about to get crazy. Like we were about to go out of Denver and start progressing around the country. And it, COVID hit, and then I almost died. And then fucking
During COVID?
yeah, I had like my lower intestine exploded. I almost didn't make it from here to the hospital next door.
Jesus.
I went into septic shock and shit. I had 2% chance of living.
Jesus. This is crazy.
Yeah, I was nuts. And then I was like on a couch for like a long, long time. And I had an IV, a PICC line that went all the way to my heart at my house. Like nurses came and checked on me every like 4 days or something.
You just chilling? Did you smoke weed and shit?
Oh, yeah. Weed was like the only, I mean, I was on a morphine drip, but,
Oh, yeah.
Like the weed,
Is the morphine strong?
fuck yeah. But the funny thing is like at the hospital, they offered me Marinol pills.
That's weed, right?
Mm-hmm. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like just because I wanted to get it on, get it on camera and be able to like, be like, yo, like, because it solidified it for me. In my brain, it was like, okay, because I even go to doctors today that they'll still tell me like, don't smoke as much as you do, or don't smoke at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they literally just saved my life, and they offer me more weed. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, like at this point, sir.
I mean, they said it wouldn't do much to me because I smoke so much, but and it really, I mean, it probably did something. I don't know. I was sneaking out of the hospital, getting people to take me out and go smoke. So,
But you need, they say cannabis smokers need more, like numbing medicine and
yeah,
sort of shit when they go to the doctor.
yep. Oh yeah. I mean, like I don't. They told me I have like an extremely high pain tolerance. I feel like I don't have a high pain tolerance, but they were like, I don't even know how you're functioning. Like, and I was like walking the halls, and like I got all my muscles cut wide open and shit. They took all my organs out.
How many? They took your organs out?
They took everything inside my body, outside my body, because they had to wash everything off and wash out the inside of my body and then put it back. And then they had to take out 3.5 feet of intestines. And then they had to do it again, like 8 months down the road, to reattach my intestines. Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
I shit in a bag that came out my stomach for fucking like almost a year.
Jesus.
Fucking terrible, dude. And so like that like killed everything, because I mean, luckily that was during COVID.
Yeah. Luckily.
Because if it wasn't during COVID, I would have been screwed.
Super. Like a nail to a door.
And then me and my girl broke up like as soon as I got home from the hospital.
Well, she pretty much said your dick ain't working, so bye.
Yeah. Yeah, she's over it. She's like, done.
mean?
I mean, like, but she can go and convince the fucking doctors to release me early because she used to be a nurse. I'm like, my surgeon, dude. Okay, so my surgeon comes out, right? And I'm just getting out of anesthesia and like kind of like loopy and kind of figure out what the fuck's going on. So the last thing I remembered was really the day before I got taken to the hospital, because we were doing an event at Tetra, and I was like helping Dwayne out with some shit. And then we came back here, and my buddy passed out on the couch because he was fucked up and didn't want to drive. And I was like pacing, like in pain. And I remember him being like, yo, it's just your ovaries. Sit the fuck down. Like, suck it up, bro. You'll be all right. And so, like, I just took a few dabs and laid down. And I guess I blacked out because I woke up the next day.
You was near the hospital?
In the hospital. I was like, this is after surgery, because that day, the day before, I went to the hospital to get checked, and like the fevers were going on because my stomach hurt. And they were like, well, it shows you might have a little perforation, but it should go away on its own. We'll give you a bunch of painkillers. I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't like painkillers. And so they gave me a bunch of painkillers, sent me home. And then 2 days later, I almost died. If I wasn't here, I would have died. If I was out and about.
Did you sue them?
No. No, because they saved my life, too.
So it's like, fuck you.
But the surgeon comes out, right? I'm all fucked up. And he comes out, he's probably like 5'4", 5'3". He's got Gucci chains around his neck. He's got some fucking like really nice fucking Jordans on. He's got Gucci glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just dripping gold.
Wow.
And I look up and I'm like, first thing I thought was I was in a rap video. I was like, seriously, like, what video am I in? Like, this is a joke, right? And he was probably like 24 years old. Like, good Lord, dude.
You dripping gold.
I'm starting to feel old.
You
Oh,
are.
shit. I know I am.
How old are you?
Fucking, I just turned 40.
Are you 40?
Yeah, I turned 40 on the 31st of March.
You big unk, man.
I'm old as dirt. I'm almost at where I can get like AARP stit, right? Like, shouldn't that be about 40?
55.
I mean, my like life expectancy, I didn't expect to make it past like 25.
Many people don't.
I mean, I plan on surfing my whole life, so like I didn't. You definitely think you're gonna end up dying in a wave one way or another, but then I just got hurt. I was like, should have just taken me. But I don't know. This weed stuff's fun. You know, it's been a whole nother world. These syrups are amazing. Like, now, each time you guys do a booth, I feel like every time you do something different.
Yeah, man. We try to switch it up just a tad bit. I try to stay ahead of the curve because I watch how people watch.
Yeah.
But I also watch them watching. So
Yeah. I mean, even at Green Labs, you're always like, one, you know, whatever anybody needed. You're like the middleman of the world back then.
Yeah, back then. Now, once you remove yourself from, I guess you got to have your starting point. So you realize, like, all right, cool, I'm gonna figure out what we doing.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, you got to stop taking care of everybody else and take care of yourself. You know, like, took me a long time to do that. I wasn't getting paid for a lot of things I do.
Well, that was the issue with on the search for other people's products.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
when
remember.
you're searching for, you going deal to deal, like every opportunity felt like it was like, damn, we about to make it happen.
Oh my God, every time.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time. And like we would always meet back up at Green Labs with everybody. We'd be like celebrating shit. And then fucking someone like ghost your ass. Now we didn't even know what I didn't grow up with the word ghosting.
Bro.
You know, because people didn't do that to each other. We would even fucking get in the car and go to homie's house. Be like, yo, I can't do this for you.
Fact.
You know, like, because we didn't have cell phones. We had house lines, you know, but just, you know, more personable. People just don't know how to talk to each other, and then they're terrified to talk to each other.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't want somebody. I get it, guys. I don't want to hurt people's feelings either, but if your product's bad, we're going to tell people. If fucking you're being an idiot, we're going to tell people. You know?
That's kind of the thing of the industry is it has its pockets.
It really does.
You got to be careful of what pockets you piss off. That makes sense. And then also
kind of. I mean, I really don't care about those pockets anymore. I care about, like, because I take care of the peoples. You know, everybody that matters is the fans. You know, the people that buy the tickets to all the shows, the people that buy the products that we promote, the people that, you know, help keep the show running.
Yeah.
You know, that's really, I mean, I ideally, yes, I would like an investor, and then we go off to the races. But, you know, because we've got a billion business ideas, you already know.
Yeah.
You know, so.
You know, with the industry having, I'll say, like, with the dispensaries being the only place that people can get
purchase product, yeah.
You got to be very careful.
See, and that's, you know, and that's, it's tough. People come here thinking they, you know, I can grow marijuana. You know, I can do it all. Like, that's all I got to know. Motherfuckers, like, there has been, I mean, how many companies have you seen come and go in the last 10 years?
A lot.
Like, I couldn't tell you how many, because there's that many. You know, and they come in, they spend millions and millions of dollars. They maybe make it through one harvest.
Now, that's probably the toughest thing to watch when you see so many floaters come in, out, in, out. But
especially when it's good product.
I don't know if good dope sells itself, so I don't know how good was it.
Well, that's the thing. It's usually not the product that fucks the system up. It's the person. It's the people behind it that, you know, mess up paperwork or mess up, you know, Like there's all sorts of reasons. Licensing, you can put things in. You can put people in when you start that are no longer a part.
Yeah.
And you forget about that shit. You gotta hunt them down, fucking get all that shit taken care of. And there's a lot that goes with it that most people don't see.
With the weed industry or
just the licensing alone.
Oh yeah,
the licensing and paperwork and the amount of money, and because the licensing is so damn expensive for any marijuana company, but to cultivate is good lord. I mean, isn't it like $1 million just for the application or just for the? No.
It's a lot cheaper.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So what I always say, weed is like a free app, right?
Yeah.
With in-app purchases. So you know how you get them one apps and it's like, all right, you gotta purchase this unless you motherfucking going to, or if you play the free version, this motherfucking gonna keep saying pay this, pay this.
Get ads.
Ad galore to the point you just don't even want to be on the fucking app no more.
Yeah.
That's what the cannabis industry is now. In certain states, it's like they just out the gate with it. Listen, if you ain't got the bread, don't come.
See, and that's the thing. Like, there's I've got invites from Florida, Miami, and Florida, and
Did you go to Benzinga?
Where?
In Miami?
No.
I
didn't get a chance to, but they want me to open a marijuana like venue out there, like club, like dance venue type thing.
That'd be cool.
But it's still a gray area, man. And like we said earlier, there's no room for the gray area.
Country, no, not goddamn, you gonna hate it. THC girls.
Oh, the THC girls. Natalia and Natalie. I can't. Oh, the magazine.
The THC girls, the models.
Weren't they with the magazine? That girl that was at the man. That was so long ago. We did that promo for the commercial.
And they did the crazy thing is the THC girls did my dabs and dags at Green Lab years ago. Yeah,
that was the yeah. I remember that. And then, oh my God, do you remember Extracted Colorado?
Yeah.
When they when they literally had a booth with hair straighteners and they were pressing people's fucking dabs with hair.
He started in the back. What happened to him?
I have no idea. I mean, like
Adam. What was his one name?
Adam Dunn, the radio host.
Dunn.
He's probably. I guarantee you, he's still got his radio show. That thing has been going for
years.
20 years, something like that.
For real?
Yeah. I mean, it was out in Amsterdam, and then when it legalized here, they moved back here so they can legally do it here.
Wow.
He was like really big.
He's a fucking pioneer.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing was, I seen so many people. He's a fucking asshole. But
because he does him. He does him. You know, you remember we used to climb the wall because we had to get in there because they kept locking the doors, so we had to climb over the roof and shit.
Yeah. He was always cool with me though, bro.
Yeah, he was always chill. I see him still all the time.
He gave me so much game in the industry.
He did help me a lot too.
Sit down and just talk with me. I was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. He was always a good dude to me.
Dude, at that place, he was the biggest person in there by far.
The fucking biggest person.
The biggest renter in there was him.
Period.
Yeah.
And every time he came, he was on business.
A business. I mean, like you remember the big thing that he built for Snoop Dogg that he had in there in the closet under the stairs up to the VIP?
Yeah.
That big smoke machine.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, I wish I had that like not too long ago.
Yeah,
for like the Ray Reid party. That would have been dope.
How was that?
That was dope. We were there too long because I smoked the whole house out, so like it got super smoky.
Too smoky.
And then everybody was like super high and just like, and then once it started getting like really packed, we bounced because I was like, it's getting too much. Yeah. I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. I passed out like, I don't know, like I don't even want to say on camera how much, but a lot of weed. It was fun, but it was all free and it was all a good time. I met some cool people and we got some good footage. And then Ray Reid's always fun, but we left before we left before I even got there because like we were there at like 7:45, 8 o'clock, and left at like 11:30, and he still wasn't there.
He's a rapper.
I know, he's always late. I mean, he's on time.
He's on rapper.
He's on time.
Rapper, man.
He always makes his performances. So
yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Rappers show up at the performance.
Yeah, I mean, we,
Really,
Ray, I gotta get him
he's a
back
hell
on
of
the
a rapper.
show.
He is one
He
hell
is a
of a
great
rapper.
rapper, and he's
Yeah.
got stage performance. Like, he's one of the best like performers here in Denver that I think.
I would just say in general, take out the locality of it and
I
just
wouldn't
the
be surprised if
craft.
he's performing at the Cinco de Mayo with Ray Reid or with Miguel Crandall
Man, that'll be
because
dope.
they're good friends too.
He's just a good artist in general. So
Yeah, I met him through Napalm, like
which
I don't
is
know,
another
six,
good
7 years
artist.
ago.
Yeah, I seen him perform at Tetra.
Yeah, he's performed all over the place. We did a couple shows at what's that little one right up here on Colfax, right? But Lost Lake or something. I don't know. We
Good
did a couple
turnout.
there. It's always packed. Every single show that Napalm does sells out.
Damn.
Yeah, it's cool because it used to be him and Mojo. Mojo did my theme song,
Let me
and
hear the theme song. Drop that shit.
Rob, or actually, I'll drop it on this. I'll set it up right here now. Right here. You know, these technical difficulty things we have here on the show. It took me forever to figure out how to
Blood
like
clot.
set this shit up. You're playing it? Oh, I can hear it.
He made that.
Mojo,
That's him rapping.
dude, he wrote that song in like 5-10 minutes. I called him. I was like, dude, can you do a song for me? Yeah, I love it. It's catchy too. People like when they hear it, they just keep going around all night. Like, yeah. I knew he'd tear it up. He did a real good job. I mean, I'm telling you, that took him like a couple hours, and he sent me like a final copy. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how'd you do that?
What's his name?
Mojo Goon.
Shout out to Mojo Goon.
I think he moved back to North Carolina.
Mojo Goon in the house.
Ah. Hell yeah. But yeah, dude, I miss them. Those were good shows. You
Yeah.
know, like they Dreams is Grind is like one of the production companies that I've done a lot of stuff with in the last good God, it's been like 9 years, yeah, 8 years, maybe
For real?
7 years, yeah.
Now I can give them. Justin is one a
Yep.
stand up dude.
Justin, Keith Comedy.
Yeah. We missed the last one, but every time he's reached out, made sure we show love, done certain things. So I'm always
Yeah, it's fun.
appreciative of it, Brody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got some big things we're trying to plan for the summer. So
So that's my question, right? I think the nostalgia of cannabis in Colorado, I think we missed our wave a little bit.
I think we fell off the wave. We're trying to paddle back out. It's just the party. People are scared. People are scared to lose their venue for a weed event. So like convincing people that it's okay to do these types of events that we want to do, they just are like they want to dip their toes in real slow. And I think I'm like finally like I'm just gonna put a life jacket on the bitch and throw her in the water.
You got to be careful too, though, because like you can go to a place, you can go like Texas, right? Go and walk into a hip hop nightclub, right?
With your own beer and shit.
And smoke big weed.
Really?
Fucking what?
Like all the time? Like no.
Big weed.
And the venue doesn't get like a
Man.
ticket or nothing.
Light up.
See, and like, but here, you know, we have to.
Where it's fucking legal.
I know, like we do. Okay, so like the bus that we were supposed to have at the last event for Dreams is Grind. All right, I went through 3 buses, and one after like 2 days called and said it wouldn't work out. They didn't have the proper licensing or whatever. Another one ghosted us. The first one ghosted us. The second one of them was talking to me all the way till I got to the damn venue and saying they're on their way. And I get there, and the Secretary of State had called.
Yeah,
And
they will.
she was like, no. We're gonna
they were
come
there.
check that. We're gonna come with Vice and check that bus out.
I'm saying,
I was
was
like,
it
oh damn.
promoted that the bus is gonna be there?
Oh yeah, I promoted the shit out of it.
That's where you went wrong.
Why?
Because this is what we.
But if
learned.
they have the proper licensing, it should
No,
be
they don't
okay.
have it, bro. So what they're looking at is how many people. What is it? It's the 71% now. You have to be able to prove that your marketing mechanisms aren't going above and beyond the threshold limit, and that's why I've had calls on the same day of the event.
Yeah, that was the same day. They
And
called
the
that morning.
MED is like, yo, listen,
Called it like 4:30 in the morning or
they're
something.
promoting weed, so if you think you're going to show up there, we'll see you Monday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they'll be waiting for you on Monday, so you got to make some real choices in that moment.
But it just doesn't make any sense because the you know it's I don't know, man. It's just weird.
A gray area.
Yeah, well, but it's really not. They say with the Open Air Act and private property, you know, the river has what is it called? They have their own bus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm pretty sure it's 100% legal as long as you have it on private property. And, you know, like there's no selling of anything inside that. It's just a safe spot.
But I'm saying, why, if it's a private venue in general, though, right? Why are we having to close it off? What? I think that's the point a lot of people are trying to get at, right? They don't, as much as, that's why the consumption lounge is huge. And why I say that, because it gives the accessibility for now. You don't have to get up, walk outside to go get high, right? You can do whatever you're doing right there, smoke your weed, and enjoy your time.
Yeah, you don't have to get up and like move.
You see
around,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
What one should now be doing is having the daiquiri buses pull up outside.
Yeah.
To where it's like, you know, if you want to have a alcoholic beverage, here's the designated area for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, like, what about, like, even, like, because, see, and I don't know, man. Like, from what I understand from doing all the research I've done, because I got a bus with my ex, and we were going to turn it into a food truck.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, we got it, like, halfway done, and then COVID hit, so, like, prices of everything skyrocketed and all sorts of shit. So, I don't know what happened after we broke up either. She has it probably sitting in a street somewhere. But, like, you know, find that shit and we'll buy it from her and turn that shit into a bus. Because, I mean, it makes sense. If it's a mobile safe spot, dude. Like, there should be nothing wrong with a mobile safe spot.
No, but one is asking. So I always try to apply, I guess, you shouldn't have to jump through hoops to get high.
No, definitely not.
And I think sometimes with the mobile buses and just the hospitality in general, it's like an extra step.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now I gotta walk through security to get in the venue, right?
Yep.
Then I gotta actually leave this venue that I came to the weed event for to actually go enjoy the cannabis in a whole nother area outside of the venue already.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's put how most people get high, right?
So you're talking inside, full inside consumption.
Full inside consumption now, and they should make the Safe Air Act the same, right? So if you want to have cannabis, then you need to have proper vending that allows that. So it should be the same vending that you would have at a cigar bar.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what they would need, right?
You know what I mean? So as soon as you walk in, you would. It's not gonna be the warmest place you ever walked in, but it's gonna be properly vented. And it has everything you need so that one can enjoy their cannabis right there. And then at the same time, look at the statistics. People are driving drunk and high, right? So
stupid.
If you're going to give somebody a safe place to do meth in, come on.
I mean, they do. They give what? Don't they give them safe space to do heroin and shit?
So if you give somebody a safe space to do real drugs in, right?
It's just, you remember when they raided us a couple times? They sent in the undercovers. Yeah. Like they came to my booth and like they were asking me all these questions and like I'm like, you're tripping, bro.
I used to think
you're not gonna catch us. We know you're cops. Like, and we're not doing anything wrong. Nobody is selling anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did it properly.
That's when the MED was.
Yeah, they were up our ass about
FBI.
everything. Yeah, we had drones flying over all the time.
Man.
That shit was fun though.
But they were learning too though. So you
I wonder if they caught some of my porn on the balcony.
Probably, and they're like, "That's it."
Oh, that's just funny. That's funny. That shit was a blast. That was like the coolest spot too, dude. It was like, it was small, but somehow so open that we could fit so many freaking people in it.
It was so organic, clean. It was probably one of the. It had more luxury to it than it did.
And that's what I've been looking for, is somewhere that we could turn into more of a luxury style venue that has that same feel that kind of Green Labs had, and because it's still that homey like atmosphere, like the studio here is, you know, like we used to do the show on the couch, you know, and it was like, it was different when I wasn't like also staying in the studio all the time. You know, went down the street, went back home to the house, and there's you leave all the equipment set up and stuff, and it would be way easier. But it's different now, so I set it up differently, and ever since Scummy fell through the window over there, fucking, I had to change things around. I had to block the window in case he'd come back.
You had to put a tamper window up there, huh?
Oh, dude, that shit was fucking crazy. I came back from the house because something just told me, like, go check on Scum.
Yeah.
And, like, I come
was
back
he on
here.
The ground out there?
No, nobody. His keys were here, his wallet was here, his hat was here, his phone was here, everything was here. There was blood everywhere. The window was busted. All the mushrooms were gone. Like the microphones and shit were all bent. Like that's why the stand is like half jankety, like put together. He broke because that tabletop's custom made for the show. So like lights go in the middle, and like everything was broken into pieces everywhere, and there was blood everywhere, like everywhere, dude. It looked like a murder scene. I started calling everyone. I said, I need everybody wake the fuck up. It's like 5 a.m.
Oh yeah.
And I'm freaking out. And like called the jails, called the fucking hospitals. Nobody could fucking tell me where he is. And then I remembered I'm asking for Scummy. Yeah. That's not his real name. You know, like that's not his birth name. So I had to fucking, like, and it took me a minute to remember what his actual name was.
Yeah.
So, you know, I called back again, and like finally we found him at Denver Health. And they transferred me to his nurse, right? And the nurse is like just laughing. They're like, what the hell is he on? And I'm like, dude, like he's just ate a little bit of mushrooms. And he was like, no, he ate way more than a little bit.
Yeah, man.
I mean, these are the mushrooms that we learned to grow from the Queen. I'm talking like, we tried to microdose. They're impossible to microdose. They're so strong.
Every piece is a macro dose.
Oh, it was so fucking good though. I mean, we were tripping our balls off. We literally went through his phone and we were calling like every major celebrity. Oh, we were FaceTiming some of these like supermodels.
Yeah.
And I don't remember too much, but I remember just telling this one chick so many times, your teeth are so white. Like they were like the whitest teeth I've ever seen in my life. And she was just laughing at us and telling us she wants to be on the level we're at, and like we just could, yeah.
Trying to get on level 56.
And then we realized like we had been live for like, I don't know, 3-4 hours. And I'm like, shit, we're live. Like we were calling Travis Pastrana and shit. Like, yeah, just trashed. And then that's when I was like, I gotta go home. And so I went home, and that's when Scummy's whole world changed.
That's when you need the syrup in your life.
I know, that is. You know, and like the syrup reminds me, and like everybody that has drank my tea and my lemonades from back in the day, it's as strong as, you know, one of these. And that's why, you know, like everybody wanted me to do that, you know, because I was helping Steve a while for that Medigen elixir stuff. But they were like, just dumb your lemonade down. I'm like, no. Because you remember Emily, she was allergic to bovine. So if she got any allergic reaction, the only thing that would save her from 3 shots at the ER was my juice. You know, so it's like, dumbing it down, it wouldn't have the effects.
Did you have to give her
you need.
what's those one things that you have to take?
Epinephrine?
Yeah.
No, right?
EpiPens?
Yeah. That's for allergic reaction. No, it wouldn't help her. She has to go and get like a series of shots for it. Yeah, she almost died like a few times or some shit. I don't know. I don't
You
really.
still love
I
her?
don't know what to believe. Anything?
You still love her?
No, that bitch was crazy, dude.
You know.
That bitch was crazy.
What's love got to do with it?
I mean, love's always got
What's
something to do
love
with
to
it.
a nutcase?
Yeah. She didn't give
And
a fuck.
what's love to a case of nuts?
See, she ran off and got married in like 2 days.
Back.
She got bought. She was bought, bro. She was bought.
Was she from America?
Yeah, she's from Texas.
What part?
I don't remember. Her
All
parents are like oil
exes
money.
Live in Texas.
Fuck, dude. I'm not living in Texas ever, dude.
Why?
Because it's hot as fuck. I went down there for like a rehab program back in the day.
You think your boogers would be more drier in Denver or Texas?
Here, it's humid there. It's humid as fuck. It's just hot as balls. And then it's got like bugs, like massive mosquitoes all the time. But I do like rain.
Me too.
I like thunderstorms. That thunderstorm we had the other day was dope as hell.
Yeah, I was in Miami and it was raining.
Oh,
It was
Miami.
different type of rain. The ocean was raining. I was like, what the fuck?
I miss the ocean so badly.
You ever seen the ocean start misting? I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, in the wintertime, like, I mean, dude, we used to take the boat out and that shit, and it's like crazy spooky.
You used to live down that way?
Yeah, I lived in Virginia. I lived in Virginia Beach.
Bet.
Yeah. Yeah, we did a lot of like, I lived on the James River. And then
VA
like,
is legal for weed too now.
I know. Me and James, you know James, the DJ at Tetra?
Mm-mm.
He's from Virginia. So like I grew up listening to him on the radio.
Where?
Yeah. Like I'd drive to school and like I'd be listening to him on the way to school.
That's crazy.
And now like he's a good friend of mine. And it's so crazy to fucking think.
That is nuts.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
But we've come a long way in this weed industry. I mean, like, think about it. 10 years ago, even less than that, there was no drinks, there was no, medical grade syrups that, one, were any way, shape, or form affordable.
Yeah.
Because you remember the RSO oil, I was getting all that RSO oil from that one guy. And he was like, you can do anything you want with it. Because that's the strongest shit on the planet.
The RSO is a good look.
We just ate it straight up. That shit trashed us out so bad. I mean, I did that barbecue and put it on all the hamburgers, and everybody was just tossed, dude.
But you know how it goes, man. The industry has grown so much in so little time, but also we're still first gen. So
see, and that's the thing. Like, and
Or
every
second
state
gen
does it
medical.
different.
With medical being first, you still gotta be like, we're like the second generation.
That is true. We do have medical
You see
first.
what I'm saying? So you just gotta roll with the punches, and as this thing unfolds, you're kind of excited to see. It's kind of weird because I compare it to hip hop because when hip hop was newer, right, it still had that nuance, and then when the wave kind of died down, people were like, "Fuck hip hop, it ain't shit." Then ultimately, it became.
And now it's coming, and then it comes back as like an entity, like
a force to be reckoned with.
And that's the thing. Like, I mean, we've been saying it since day one. Like, I mean, we grew up in that era where rap, hip hop, and R&B were like the thing. I mean, there was whole channels on the radio, 100% dedicated to R&B after the hours of 6 o'clock at night. And
R-Dub Radio.
Yeah, this is sexy hour. Like that's the shit. I'd be sitting there with the recorder and fucking the tape and recording some shit for my chick back in high school. Making fucking little mixtapes and shit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you used to have to label the mixtape though.
Yeah. Oh,
Put
dude.
what was on it, cause you didn't want to pop in the wrong CD.
Dude. Oh no, all the time, dude. Yeah. You say the wrong name.
Say the wrong.
You made
name,
the
you
wrong
feel me?
mixtape for the wrong girl. Damn, those were not your songs. Those were her songs. That shit was fucking fun though, dude. Like, and back then that was just a game. Like, it was. Can you think? Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I definitely did not marry my high school sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I did.
did you really?
Yeah.
See, one in the few. I definitely did not. I don't even remember. I dated quite a few girls in high school. Not a ton, but a good amount. I traveled a lot. I was surfing and swimming
I'm
competitively.
not seasoned at all, my brother.
Not seasoned at all.
You know what I mean? I got all the seasoning.
Hey, if you got the right one, you don't need no more seasoning. You can keep the season straight the whole time. That shit good. You keep it.
Get it. Only God knows if you have the
That's right.
right.
That's right. Dude, who was saying? Somebody brought something up about Green Labs the other day. That was, oh, Joey.
Who's that?
You remember the kid who committed suicide? That guy who worked with Dankest, with Art, the white kid that kept coming around and like helping set up, and like then he'd leave, and then like sometimes he would do some shows with us. He like shot it, dude. It was the craziest thing in the world. He like committed suicide, and we were doing a show at Green Labs, and he committed suicide.
At Green Labs?
No, he came to Green Labs, then left, then it was like supposed to be right back. Went home, committed suicide, and he we found he had 2 families, bro, 2 wives, like sets of kids. And we didn't know this shit, and we'd known him for years. We had no clue he had this whole fucking life.
Wow.
It was insane. Then like trying to figure out like who's like who gets what and what's like his military pension stuff. Like,
It's all fucking botched. You've been
Yeah.
double dipping, Joey.
yeah, it was crazy, dude. Crazy to think about. Like, it was brought up the other day, and I was just like, damn, dude,
That's fucking crazy.
that was fucking nuts. That was like a bad movie, you know, like somebody straight took that out of a fucking movie clip. But oh damn, it's already 10:40. We killing it,
It's almost 11, man.
killing
We're
it.
talking about it, bro.
But hell yeah, we're gonna let's talk about the high grade a little bit more,
Yes.
and tell everybody a little bit about the syrups, and like don't give away no secrets now, but you
No,
know,
I won't definitely do that. And there's really no secret. The main secret is that it's made with love.
there we go.
You know, the journey is different. We've been through hell. I
Oh,
would
I'm
say
sure.
heaven, hell, back to heaven.
Because it's really hard to get approved as a medical, and then on top of it, you have rec stuff as
Yeah,
well,
we
but
do rec.
and that only goes to a certain milligram,
100 milligrams.
100 milligrams.
We do hundreds, 1,000s, 2,000s, 5,000s,
Woof.
and then 10Ks. So
A 10K? What?
Yeah, man.
Where do we get a 10K and a big enough straw?
yeah, bro, it's a different experience to bring people, you know, higher milligrams. So you try to figure it out.
I mean, it's, you know, when we made our edibles back in the day, you know, like we have no idea how to control how much THC goes in. And if our grow is good, holy moly, you know, we use the whole plant. And, you know, with my lemonades and the tea, I remember Bill Levin walked right up to me and said, this should be sold in every 7-Eleven in America. And I was like, damn right. Let's do it, bro. And they all passed out, you know, like they drank too much of it. I told them not to. That's why Bill Levin and those old guys left back to go back to the hotel so early. Because they drank too much. I gave them each a gallon and it had instructions on it, and they did not listen. Those gallons were like half empty upstairs in the VIP.
So these have instructions on them, man. They tell you exactly what to do.
Now to drink it, you guys do all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah, man. So where we started with this is why you see the look like this. This particular look is because we started out. I won't say we started out wanting to be a lean alternative. I want to thank Mile High. You know Mile High, Jacob. So probably 4 years ago, Jacob sat me down and was like, "Look, bro, you can do one or two things. You can keep floating around what you're trying to accomplish as a syrup company, or you can just go ahead and fucking claim it."
Yeah.
And we talked about a few things, but when he told me like, "Yo, go ahead and claim that," he was like, "Claim the lean market, like claim what you're actually trying to accomplish."
I mean, in the weed world, you'd really have to do that. You'd have to come out hard.
Yeah. So once we went to that route, it changed everything. To now, all right, we went to say I don't even want to say a lean alternative, right? But
Yeah.
we went with the application of lean to now being like, all right, we're a full-fledged syrup company because you have this look, but then we just have chocolate syrup by itself.
Yeah, I saw the looks for the more recreational purchases.
Yeah, we got you have rosin, then you have rosin distillate, and so
Ooh wee.
between those two, it is what it is. Yesterday, we did a post where we mixed the two, so it's something that we're working on.
Nice. Now, do you guys have some like CBD strong ones, or? Because I don't know how CBD would kind of work in a syrup form. I mean, it'd probably be good.
Yeah,
I don't eat too many
there's a lot of
CBD edibles,
yeah.
you know.
And CBD is more acquired. I think we missed our opportunity with putting the CBD out.
Yeah.
But it's I don't close any door. I don't close the door. To
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely come back and look at it once the syrups become extremely more popular. Like, and see, like one day, every state's gonna be legal, and we'll be able to just go from state to state. Just take over, hand it over. Just sell out, dude.
Yeah.
You won't even be able to keep up. And like, I mean, look at Blazy. Will and I, Will, like, this is the first Blazy season right there on that table. Fucking, we were calling all the fucking head shops across the country out of my fucking garage.
Right.
And now they have their own bus and fucking all sorts of stuff.
Worldwide.
He's doing great, yeah.
Yeah, he's worldwide.
And that was the plan too. Like he wanted to do definitely worldwide and like have it go throughout everywhere. But like if can you imagine like if growers, so like our grow, we can put out our weed to anywhere in the world.
That's soon. That's soon. But
How?
it's funny. It's funny because people are doing it now.
The people have been doing it since before weed was legal.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So
On those airplanes and
people's weed is everywhere.
This is true.
So
but you want to be recognized for it, not just sold on the street.
But again, you have to.
I mean, as long as I make my money, I'm okay.
Well, no, I think the long-time players aren't understand. All right, you in business to make money regardless, right?
Yep.
So what's already expected really isn't discussed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're looking at it's the opportunity that cannabis had presented for many people, right? Which from when I started, everybody was like, yo, it's the longevity of cannabis. It's going to be around. It's a new opportunity to do something. Let's take away like all this generational wealth shit and all that, which is not, I'm not saying it's not, you're not supposed to, but it's the opportunity that we have with this right now.
I mean, you remember like when 10 years ago with Green Labs even alone, we were getting calls to open the Green Labs all over the country.
Everywhere.
And that was 10 years ago.
It was one of the first cannabis co-lab working spaces in the country, right?
Yep, a WeWork type situation during the day. And so it would be like a luxury WeWork. There would be people there helping you. We'd be there doing all sorts of things. We'd be like the middleman to anybody you needed in the industry. And we did the research and connected who needed to be connected to who. And
so it goes to my point with Colorado to the weed industry as being a pioneer in the forefront. Have we missed part of our opportunity with stamping ourselves as, all right, this is the way you done it? Because we give in many states the blueprint. If you look,
we definitely have,
from the festival all the way to a lot of things. But also, many people would say our blueprint would come from.
I think we can come back and kind of like Cali started before us.
Yes, you took
and
the words right out of my mouth.
Cali did it great for a while, and Cali lost it to us for a while. When we were doing all that.
Are you talking the business wise? Or
No, just like event wise. We've done a lot of really good events out here.
The issue is because you can go there, right? They can put on Grassland. Grassland is literally a fucking concert that they're literally selling weed at. So it's
and that's
what we need
now
here,
for
bro.
Money, yes, and for I guess actually
not even the money, just
no, the
that,
fans
sort of
too.
Yeah, man, just to be able to go out
Now that I
like
think
a
about
Coachella, and you're gonna see.
Yeah.
So just imagine our 420 fest, and they, all right, on 420, you know what? We're gonna give everybody special event passes.
Mhm.
You have to have a license prior to this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
But you're able to basically have an extension now. It's an
See,
so
that's
your booth
what
is
we
your
need.
extended dispensary for that day. So now the people who are coming, like you still get the full cannabis experience,
Mhm.
and then on top of that, the city is providing entertainment. That when I seen this 420, I probably thought, even though it was cold, I said, you know what, they're on to something. Why I say that? Because it's the first time it looked like they had more vendors than the Taste of Colorado.
Yeah,
Food
that's
selection
what I
was
heard.
crazy, bro. The food selection was like
That's what I heard.
nuts, way more than the taste. So I'm like, yo, they got something here. So now what people need, you shouldn't have to sneak your weed in your pocket and feel
No,
like they're gonna scuff you at the door. It's
you're
like, fuck,
21, dude.
yeah,
Like, just
man,
let
go
them
right
have
over there and
weed,
buy
bro.
a shit.
I mean, and like that's the thing. Like the city, they let you do that because of the Open Air Act. So we should technically anywhere that there's no alcohol served, that is there can't be somebody under the age of 21. Like we can't just go to the park and there's kids swinging on the swings.
Yeah.
But if there's a venue that's attached to a bar that's 21 and up, and there's a giant outside area that you can segregate from the alcohol, we should be able to do Open Air Act marijuana events, full marijuana events. I'm talking like, can you imagine number 38? We pack 50 booths outside.
Yeah.
Easy.
With the stage.
And then we could play volleyball and like, yeah, I mean, I think we're allowed to use the outside stage again.
Out there?
That's what we heard.
They had a noise ordinance.
I know. Yeah. That was because I saw 420 last year. When I had the bus come out. Yeah, we got down. It was dope. It was one of the best events I'd been to I mean, that's the event where JB and Justin and Keith and all them convinced me to bring the show back. I wasn't gonna bring it back. I was gonna be done with it because COVID fucked and then the surgery and everything. I was just like, fuck this nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm done with like everything. But yeah,
dude, another good company though. They have.
Oh yeah. JB is fucking. He's one of the best people I know. I was actually talking to him earlier today. Can't remember what about. I smoked too much pot. And then Dreams Grind Productions, Justin, Keith, all those guys, Torrin Reed, all those guys. They put in the work, and they really helped Denver a lot. Like I feel like Denver isn't. We've been working on it since 10, 15 years ago. Getting Denver on the music map. And we're now putting artists out there like, and they're making something. They're making a noise.
Yeah, but you gotta be able to sew up your region. So like when somebody says that, right? And the coolest thing is like I'm starting to love the Springs a lot more.
Oof, I think it's cursed.
The only reason I say I like it because I was able to go talk to some people out there, and they're just like, a lot of people down there are military. So,
oh shit, that scared me.
No, but what I mean like they already have the mentality is like local just doesn't mean right here, right? So I was talking to a dude. He's like, yeah, local in my mind is going city to city within one state.
Yeah.
So I'm just you know what I mean? He's
so
like,
local would be like Colorado.
Covering all of Colorado, bro. But you're only local to the people in Colorado.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? But when he had told me that, it made sense. It was like
clothing lines pitch their shit like that.
Yeah, but it goes to like, how can you call yourself a true artist if you haven't covered your ground, right? So you
fair. So they only did Denver.
Yeah, so you got to go out to like Boulder. You got to go up to Fort Collins. You got to go do these little nasty little places where it's like, grandma sitting there, right?
I mean, like the mountains.
Yeah, that you got work.
Go up to Mishawaka. Have you been to the Mish?
I don't know where Mishawaka.
It's a little past Fort Collins.
What's it called?
Mishawaka.
My bad. I said Mishawaka.
Mishawaka. It's fucking dope, dude. Like it's right along the riverside.
Yeah.
And it's got
they got weed up there too?
I mean, like we always smoke up there.
I'm saying, do they got dispensaries and shit?
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes from Fort Collins. Mishawaka. I will. It's dope. It's a nice venue, yeah. I know the owners pretty well. What?
It's a venue?
Yeah, it's a venue and a venue and a restaurant. Like, and the big names play there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a big, and I want to take Dreams Grind up there to do some events, but they have a let's just say the scene is more jam bandy, hippie, dreadlocks, and you know, patchouli and campfire type vibe.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I mean, that I had long ass dreads for most of my fucking adult life. You know, I'm good on that for now. But yeah, we're gonna realizing we're gonna go forever, so we're gonna cut the show for today. But dude, mad love for coming on, and tell everybody where they can find your syrups.
You can find the syrups in most of your stores in Denver. Cookies, lemonade, all the Golden Meds, Silver Stems, Colorado Springs. You can find us in Kika Kush. You can find us in Buku Loud, the Chronic Boutique.
All sorts of events you can find them, guys. So like, definitely come out.
Yeah, man. We try to do a lot of any event. So if you have an event that you want us to participate in,
hit them up.
Out. Follow us at Syrups by Highgrade on IG. Other than that, check us out, man. And shout out to my business partner, Richard Marion.
Hell yeah, bro. And it's always good to see you. It's been a long time since we've been able to sit down and catch up. I know. We could go for, the sun could come up, like, 10 years is a long time has gone by, and we're still doing, just the next step of whatever we were doing back then. I just wish the club was still there. Because I was going to get that one, and they were going to go to D.C. and then go to L.A.
Remember we trying to do the Seattle place?
Yeah, and the Seattle. Ryan was trying to buy the Seattle place. But that's a whole nother story. We'll get into some crazy, crazy show one day. Yeah, we'll do part 2 for sure. But thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you for everybody that watches and listens to the show. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Tell everybody, this is the show to be on. This is the show to watch. If you want us at your events, hit us up. We'll come out, do live shows at the events. Also, we do all the promo, marketing, and everything ourselves. So show love and, always remember, stay lit.